It's always a great idea to have a look at the labels on your products so that you know exactly what your little one is getting to eat. So today, I want to give you a few tips on label reading. So first of all, there's 3 key things that you want to be having a look at on your labels. The first one is the nutrition information panel. The second one is the ingredients list. And the third one is any health claims. So let's start with the nutrition information panel. The first thing to notice about the nutrition information panel is that you have 2 columns, a per serving column and a per 100 gram column. Now the per serving column is great because it helps you know exactly how much of the key nutrients your baby is going to be getting. Now it is worth having a look at how many servings are in the packet though, because it gives you an idea about what type of serving size to be giving your baby. But saying that, it's really important as well to let your baby regulate their own appetite, because they will know how hungry they are, and we don't want to be necessarily making our baby eat certain amounts of food at the moment. They're really good at regulating their appetite by themselves. Secondly, with the per 100 gram column, a few key things to look at there is you want to have a look at the fat, and then underneath fat it will say saturated fat. Now, whereas as adults, we might like to make sure that we're not consuming too much fat so that we can watch our calorie intake, for little ones, it doesn't matter so much. We want them to be having plenty of fat in their diet because they're growing so incredibly quickly. However, you do want to have a look at the saturated fat in their diet, and you don't want them to be having too much saturated fat because that's the bad fats. If you jump down to carbohydrates, again underneath carbohydrates you'll see it broken down into sugars as well. Now if you have a look in the per 100 gram column, and that per 100 gram column is fantastic for comparing one brand compared to another brand, you're looking for the sugars of less than 15%. So less than 15 grams per 100 gram. Now if your food product has more than that 15%, that's fine, but you just need to make sure that you have a look at over in the ingredients list and check where those sugars are coming from. Is it from some type of added sugar, or is it natural sugars, say from fruit or dairy? Another thing to have a look at in your nutrition information panel is sodium or salt. So for our little ones, we're wanting to keep sodium levels really low because we don't want them getting used to having a high salt diet at this stage of the game. So again, have a look at the per 100 gram column, and we're looking for less than 120 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. All right, now let's have a look at the ingredients list. So with the ingredients list, ingredients are listed from the most down to the least. So what we want to be really looking for here is if any types of sugar or salt are listed in those first 3 ingredients, which indicates to us that there might be a lot of sugar or salt in that product. Now look out for sneaky terms for sugar. So anything ending in O's or syrup is probably going to be some type of code word for sugar. So here in this product, we see that the first ingredient listed is organic vegetables, and the last ingredient listed is organic beef. And so you can see that most of the product is actually made up of organic vegetables, which is fantastic. All right, the last thing that we want to be looking at is health claims. So a couple of examples that we've got on this product here is first of all this one, which is the Made in Australia symbol, which of course is a fantastic thing because we're supporting our country. And then secondly, we've got the symbol on here for ACO, which is Australian Certified Organic. When you're looking at organic labels, you do need to be careful because there's quite a variety of companies that do certify organic, but the ACO is definitely one that can be trusted. So hopefully those few tips will help to get you started in knowing what to look for on the label for your little one. And for more tips, feel free to contact me on social media.